Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called Omega Fighter, and this was created by UPL in 1989, and this was suggested by YouTube user Martin Hernandez, but it is a shoot 'em up, and it's a cut above the usual UPL games of the mid to late 80s. And this runs on the Ninja Kid 2 hardware, the same hardware that Ninja Kid 2 was made on. But this is kind of cool. It has some neat features on it. My favorite of all is that you can just hold the fire button down, and you've got infinite rapid fire. Very, very cool. And there's numerous stages. There's a total of 8 stages. And basically what you do is you go through this giant mothership and you destroy it from within. And you don't get to continue. You only have 2 lives. You can collect extra lives, but you can collect various power-ups. You can multiply your score by destroying chains of enemies. And let's get started. But yeah, just hold down the button. You never have to let go. Now, one power-up you can collect is a W. That'll be the wave. That'll make your weapon further spread out. But the other weapon, the O option, that is far more preferable. The more that you collect that same weapon, the stronger you'll make it. And it will reach a strongest point. The option is so much stronger than the wave. The wave is just more spread out. There will be side fighters that you can collect with another icon, and those can take hits for you. You are a one-hit kill without the option, or the side fighters, excuse me. But the levels themselves, well, that first level is very short. There are a total of 8 levels, and you'll get a little briefing on what to do on this mission, how to complete it. But you can score fairly decently on this game. See those times 3, times 2, whatever. That's for destroying chains of enemies. And you'll get that tallied up at the end of a level after you beat a boss. Well, there'll usually be a boss. There are secondary weapons you can release, and they will slow time down. And you'll want to pick your spots where you do that. You'll usually want to do it against a boss or an enemy that fires a lot of shots, so you can slow the action down and get out of the way of them. But the stronger your option, the option weapon, the quicker you can take out those ground targets. Well, hell, most of the flying targets are fairly easy to take out with regular shot, like a wave shot, except bosses like these. Oops. You lose all your weapon ups when you die, but you can keep your side fighters. But yeah, with more options collected, your shot gets stronger and stronger. I've never seen this in the arcades. Like I said, you can score pretty well on this game. See, all those bonuses there that they show, the higher the bonus multiplier refers to how close you were to the enemy when you shot it. And the closer you are, the more the multiplier is worth. And if you got times 9 at all, then you were really close to an enemy when you destroyed it. Now things really start to kick into higher gear with difficulty. Like I said, there are no continues. Oops. So once you run out of lives, it's game over. One thing that is cool, well, two things. When you die, you pick up right where you left off. You don't get pushed back further in the level or something. You pick up right where you left off, right away. Also, your explosion when you die, there's an extra life. You can pick that up once in a while. Your explosion has a nice blast radius, and it can take out enemies in the vicinity. Whoa. But yeah, there are a total of 8 levels, and once you beat them, then the game starts over. But yeah, keep collecting that O icon, the option. That'll make your shot stronger. Forget the wave, it's not all that special. It just makes your shot wider, not stronger. You want a stronger shot. Whoops. Because those ground enemies can be really annoying. But yeah, I'd never seen this before. Many of the UPL games were meh in the mid-80s and late 80s. This one's cut above, I'd say. This doesn't end here. I mean, it'll just keep shooting on the earth until you press a button. Then you get to put in your initials if you made the high score list. I kind of like this. I mean, for a UPL game, it's of the time, it's not too bad. I really love the ability to rapid fire, and I like that you get a lot of letters that you can put in. Gotta put in my whole name that way. Well, we're going to look at the rest of the levels and pick up where I left off on the 3rd level. I put on invincibility just so I can hurry up the game faster. Even with the invincibility put on in MAME cheats, it doesn't always work. You can still die sometimes. But here is the boss of the 3rd level. But yeah, the ability to score a lot of points is definitely present in this game. And now this is mission 4, just about halfway through the game. There was a version called Omega Fighter Special, and there are not many differences between that and Omega Fighter. And they were both created in 1989, I believe. There are, I think, some graphical differences, and maybe some enemies behave a little differently, but there are very, very few differences between the two games. But yeah, I never saw this one. I saw a number of other UPL games of the mid to late 80s. UPL stands for Universal Playland, and Universal Playland was actually a subsidiary of Universal, who was famous for their Mr. Do games. I think UPL folded somewhere in the 90s. I remember seeing Return of Return of the Invaders, which was a Space Invaders sequel, which was created by UPL, and I saw Nova 2001 in the arcades as well. I can't remember seeing any other UPL games. For the most part, their games weren't that great. But yeah, you can get some nice bonus multipliers for groups of enemies shot, and the multiplier is higher when the enemies are closer to you when you shoot them. Like I said, there was an Omega Fighter Special, and it's not much different from this game. I will show a quick clip of Omega Fighter Special, but it was created in the same year, 1989. I will be doing some games in the near future, some reviews of my own choosing. I mean, non-request reviews. But I will still have all you guys' requests, and I will get to them. I just wanted to take a break and try some other games I've wanted to do reviews of and never quite got the opportunity to do. I hope your week's going okay. We just got a little rain today in the Pacific Northwest, and I'm quite sick of rain. We've had just about record rain for this year at this point, but I want some nice summer weather coming up. This is an upgrade to my option weapon, and enemies are taken out quicker that way. See, I died twice in a row. There was another one up there. I died twice in a row with invincibility on, and again, yeah, invincibility doesn't always work in MAME for this game. But yeah, the blast radius when you die is quite nice. It can really whoop some of the bad guys in the game that take a lot of shots. But yeah, if you collect a bunch of the options, your shot is so much stronger. So I would not waste my time with the W, the wave. A stronger shot is much more important than a wide shot. At least in this game it is. Just die already. See, that was only ×3, the multiplier. It would be a lot higher if I was closer when I destroyed it. Ooh, nice bonus. Holy crap, I'm in the millions in my score. Very nice. Here is Scene 7. Like I said, there are 8 scenes or missions or levels or whatever. Well, that was weird. My explosion lasted for a long time. I mean, that's okay. That kept on damaging enemies while it was on the screen. I'll take that. But yeah, you definitely want to keep picking up the O, the option. It's so much better than the wide shot. I think we're just about at the end of the game. That is the guy you want to focus your shots on, not the teeth thingies. And then there will be these cannons that'll shoot a laser at you. You'll want to take those out. And then you'll want to fire at the boss up there. Weave in between his lasers. He'll eventually go down. Oh, now is the final mission. Excuse me. But yeah, if you were wondering what the difference is between Omega Fighter Special and Omega Fighter, hardly any, if any. I think there were some slight graphical differences on some of the levels, and maybe there was an extra enemy. There is just about your full option power up, or your full wave power up. Excuse me. It's really not worth it compared to powering up the option. If you get one weapon power up and then you get the other power up will start from the beginning. And if you try to go back to the other power up, oh no, there's the most powered up wave. But if you try to go back to the other weapon that you recently picked up before you picked up the other weapon, it'll start back on the first power level. Yeah, this is the last level here, and it's not really made super clear what you have to do. I guess you have to destroy all the enemies that will pop up on the left side, on that orange group. And the screen, you'll have to let the screen scroll back and forth a few times. But just keep destroying the enemies that are on the left side. And eventually, you'll get the last ones, and the level will end. Yep. I died, but screw you, I got invincibility. Yep, there we beat that final level. Well, as I said, we'll look at a snippet of Omega Fighter Special. And here's the ending sequence. Finn, they show the mothership blow up. Finn... Huh? Riddle me this, Batman. And I guess there's another mothership on the way, so... Fortunately, there wasn't a sequel. But, it's an okay game. Here's a brief look at Omega Fighter Special. This is the track mode here. You also have the slow down special weapon like in Omega Fighter. See, so far it looks pretty damn similar. Like I said, there might have been some graphical differences. There, for some reason, you get a jet trail behind you. That wasn't in Omega Fighter. That really does nothing. Nothing special. But that was Omega Fighter by UPL in 1989, suggested by Martin Hernandez. This is Crazy Clown Radio saying thanks for watching Omega Fighter by UPL in 1989, and I will catch you later in the future with another video. See you later, folks. Bye-bye.